constant shields on the Kalista to keep her safe.
It does end up being the Shen I alluded to when it comes to the tank matchup in top. Choosing blue side back during the Telecom War semi-final. Going red side does
ensure here inside that bottom side of the jungle.
And the return gank to bot doesn't really make sense because they have the Fate's Call back up and didn't blow anything else. So what looks like aggression, maybe Ambition's the person they can pick.
Well, it's going to be a Let's Bounce coming through, followed up straight in with that grand entrance from Mata. Wild Growth comes down onto Ambition as he leaps away, keeping himself alive. But now Ruler and Core JJ are going to be in a spot of bother. Fate's Call comes through. They get the pop-up in onto Score, looking to take him down with everybody coming through. They will be able to do so. Ruler finds the first blood in the bottom lane. In the meantime, Crown just going to go ahead and start pushing down this mid turret. We're not going to be able to get it, but the Kalista to pick it up is going to be very nice here for the side of Samsung, getting him fast-tracked. Almost has that Blade of the Rune King ready to go. As yet again, Ambition's going to get jumped on.
Doesn't have flash.
Still has the passive. We'll go ahead and use a stretching strike in. Smacking them together, but with Mata coming over the wall, he is almost certainly going to be dead. QV having no TP won't be able to delay this, so it's actually going to be a very swift answered kill over to the side of KT Rolster.
Full level advantage for the Syndra.
And that was actually Ambition's first death in the qualifier. Went 4-0 and 8.
Watch out here, Smeb. Could be solo kill.
He's going to get popped up. Feast is there. He's dead. QV comes up with a solo kill, and this is something that we've known QV to be very good at as of late. He and Khan have been absolutely destroying.
Trades between Smeb and QV getting less and less relevant. Already the first Catalyst item complete.
Having those trades going pretty well for him. In the meantime, Ruler trying to trade this one back. Takes Mata very low. Ren stacks are in, but he can't quite get the spell off. In the meantime, TP coming through here from QV, looking to join in the fight. The Fate's Call gets drawn out. They want to throw him back in. The answer is going to be no. Toss him to the side, and QV all in his lonesome up in the front. Look at the slow up to Righteous Glory, but that's about it. He's going to go down, so just kind of serving him up on a silver platter and allowing for Smeb to get a very strong push. I mentioned the root from Deft as well with the Blade Caller. Just trying to keep himself as safe as possible. As I said that, no, he cheats forward. Goes rather low, but the Wild Growth comes through. Trying to keep him alive as he trades back in onto Mata. Hasn't popped the Rend yet, but I think him rather low. Actually draws out the Stand United, but has he overstepped his bounds is going to be the question here, because there's a massive pinch coming through from Score and Pawn on the backside. Ambition going low. Fate's Call drawn out. Will go ahead and pop up the Gragas as they desperately try to get back in underneath the turret. Does so successfully, but Ruler will be taken down by the threaded volley coming out from Pawn. Now on the backside of the fight, Ambition trying to get out of here. Will be able to with that leap, but now this is just going to be the turret likely surrendered over to the side of KT, and they don't suffer a single loss.
And that's what a 5v4 looks like. No ability for QV to join.
Around that mid lane where they nearly caught Ambition out. Now Engage coming through. Grand entrance, and the Weaver's Wall going to be thrown down. Fate's Call used by Ruler, looking to get Core JJ out to safety. They throw him in, but Pawn is there to scoop up the kill. Now over the wall goes QV with the flash, but it gets popped back into it, and he is just going to get chipped down. The threaded volley, finding a double kill. Now Mata finding the entrance onto the back. Just goes in onto Ambition, but Crown turns that one around. At least finds an answering kill here for Samsung.
By Riot.
Oh, Weaver's Wall.
Now the Crown
throwing down that Unleashed power, tries to kill Pawn, but the taunt comes through, and Crown is just in no man's land at this point. He will get jumped on. He will go down. Smeb finds the kill. That's going to be 8-3.
This is the arm wrestle here between KT and Samsung. If Samsung ever give it up, the game is likely to snowball out of control, and we might even see a fight.
That's going to go ahead and separate them here. Crown over the side, and Ambition, he's just going to get himself out of there with the lead. Now
excellent
pin back, double knockback, knocking Ambition in there. He gets the Let's Bounce, delivering 2 of them. They will pick up 1 as QB gets the feast down onto Depth. 2 kills here for Samsung, now pushing through, looking for a little bit more. Ruptured down in onto Pawn, and he will fall, and suddenly Samsung are starting to turn things around.
Yeah, KT pushed in too aggressively. The fact that you can use the ultimate, the Let's Bounce.
Getting rid of Crown, but the Let's Bounce delivering 2. Immediate focus coming through from Samsung, pops him, and now they have the Baron. And just like that, they're right back into this game.
KT to be responsive, and it's harder to make the engaged plays they want responsively with the Shen.
Gonna take a little bit of damage here. Seems like he'll be safe to get out in the meantime. QV gonna get body slammed on. Goes down the Rupture, gets the pop up in on the Depth, delaying him as best as possible, but Smeb goes forward with the taunt, and they really just want to get rid of that Cho'Gath. He gets the feast down on the Depth, takes him low, but will not be able to get the kill. Crown wrapping around from the sides is gonna be spotted out. Has to get out of here very swiftly. Move speed from the Scuttle Crab to help him out as Smeb comes over the wall with a blast.
Here, actually, the team forced to face check. Samsung have control of the pit.
Yeah, they are starting this one up. Smeb has the Stand United available and is splitting down to the bottom lane.
You can't take any liberties. Remember, Feast and also the Rend available for Samsung.
Weaver's Wall booping Ruler and QV back onto the other side. Ambition goes forward, looks for the grab there on the depth, but the Feather Storm keeps him safe. Smeb now arriving, and Samsung yet again starting up this Baron. On's up above them. Be very careful about how they're going to approach this one. Mata not going to be finding anything. He's just going to get feasted right off the bat as Cube comes up with the first kill of the fight. Redemption comes down. It's a decent heal going through in onto the Cho'Gath. Now they're chasing it onto Pawn, looking to take him down. Ruler fiercely jumping in, finds the kill, but gets taken down swiftly thereafter by Depth. And now it's just all hell breaking loose as Cube tries to be a rock in the front of this team fight here for the remaining members of Samsung. He'll get the flash away from Depth, but that should be the Baron being conceded by both sides. No one going to be taking this at the moment.
To them. They're going to force them to come to them again. They start up the Baron a second time.
They are looking for this one as Crown tries to play
You need to go quickly against all this Baron secure.
He's got the orbs ready to go. Trying to get them out of here. Weaver's Wall, of course, not available here from Pawn. Now the Baron going rather low, will be rented out. Smeb arriving off the backside of that stand unite as the fight will break out here. Up in the front line, gonna get popped up. Goes low, seismic shove, bringing it back in. Ambition here, massive grab, just pulling them all in. Pawn going low as the feast comes through, and he's gonna be the first one that falls his crown. Claims the kill, Ambition flashing forward. Stretching strike, pulling them all in. Mata going low, tries to get his way out, has those Ren stacks, and just has to exit alongside Depth as the rest of KT scrambles. Smeb will go low, and one more hit might just take him down. But Cube, he's been rejoining the fight, comes back in with the TP, won't be able to find the rupture, but now Samsung have the Baron, they have the pressure, and they're going to be looking to finish the game.
Only a single kill onto KT. The kidnap was onto Pawn. It wasn't Depth. They get Depth. The game probably ends. They're probably going to get minimum an inhibitor, though. No one can walk up to a full health Cho'Gath. So difficult for KT to show threat on Ruler.
Unleash power. It seems like Samsung might just back off after getting this turret. That's going to be the play.
Right. Samsung return to where they've found most of their happy hunting around the third Baron of the game.
Just one of those. Control ward thrown down here by KT. Going to get cleared out. Crown, he's on the other side, but looks, finds the stun in onto Depth. He's going to get popped up. The shields come through. They keep him alive for the moment. Cube is going to get jumped on. They are ripping him apart. Baron will go over to the side of Samsung. Cube flashes away to keep himself alive, but now Samsung have to get out of here safely. Explosive Gas knocks Ruler to the side. But there's no follow-up reliable enough here for KT, but now the Weaver's Wall has them cut off, but it's a bit of a war of attrition of tiptoeing back and forth as KT looks for an opening, but it seems like they're not going to be able to get it. Ruler gets out with the recall, but now it's a 5v4.
They don't know Ruler hasn't grouped. They know it now when they see the four members backing away.
Ballista is going to be very challenging for him. One final shot will do it. Now jumping in onto the Gragas, but he takes himself away safely with the body slam. Had a kill in quite some time. It's been 9 to 11 for the longest time now, but seems like we might be changing that rather soon. Massive kidnap coming through for the Let's Bounce there from Ambition. They still haven't found the kills yet. Smeb's so very tanky, and Cube, well, he's been massive on the Cho'Gath. Still be taken out. Depth finds the kill, and he didn't even get to use the feast in the fight. Now KT, this could be their opportunity to try to turn things around.
Getting this inhibitor while you can with 25 seconds before Cube respawn would have been a smarter choice.
They do go ahead. They snatch this one up for themselves.
Out with that particular re-engage. Turn onto the Baron. This has been Samsung's happy place. They burn it down so insanely quickly. It's at 5,000 health. This is the closest KT have gotten to contesting it.
Weaver's Wall's coming through. Score's not going to be able to enter because the Ren does take that one out. And Ambition, he jumps in, but he's immediately going to get popped into the passive. KT can just try to finish him off. Yeah, TP will come through as they try to keep him alive. It's a shield coming in, and he hasn't died yet. Now Cube actually getting bumped into the front line of KT. Gets the feast down onto Pawn, but it's not enough to kill him. He won't receive the redemption heal, so he's still at low HP, but Depth is full. Score goes forward, but the juke comes through, and it's not going to be finding the body slam connection that he wanted.
Still flashes up on KT. The re-engage is on Achilles. This could change in a moment.
Goes in, he gets a pop up in on a Pawn, but will not have the last bounce. Now they're going back forward. The body slam coming through.
Score low.
He's going to get popped, but that's going to be a double kill going over to Crown, ripping them apart. Depth still alive, but he's going to fall right at the last second, and now Smeb will go down all on his lonesome. Just the one kill from KT over onto Samsung. That is going to be the ace complete, and that is going to be the game. We have broken the record. We're going to hit over 60 minutes here, and this is just game one. It's a best of 5. We could still go the distance. Picking up this win, instills so much confidence here for Samsung. Had they lost with Ambition, who was their savior, versus the Afrika Freaks,
in the support role. KT has less headaches to deal with, but Consider what they drafted, Achilles. They just drafted Kennen into Janna, one of the cardinal sins of most pick and ban phases. Punish it early, because in the late game, it's the most trivial thing in the world for a Janna to answer the call of a Kennen.
I mean, we know how experienced.
He's the person empowered to play Battle Ward when all the lanes are in comfortable spots.
Now pushing up into the bottom side. We'll get the double knock up there. Mata's got quite a few Ren stacks, and that's just going to be it. Mata, what are you doing? Absolute madman, just not thinking about it. The spears come out, and Core JJ with one final auto will take him down.
Task up.
Mission is near, but Ruler is quite far forward.
Needs to go for Ruler here.
Doesn't have the flash available. He's going to get jumped on, and he's going to get popped back. That Monsoon does come down. Ruler still alive somehow in the fight now. Ambition arriving, will find the first kill of this one. In on to Def. 2 now over to Samsung and looking for score as well. The Ren comes down, double kill going over to the Callista. Pawn arriving just a bit too late to try to be impactful, but now Crown is hot on his heels.
Doesn't have flash, remember.
Looking for the chase down.
Oh, I got him.
The seismic shove. Can they follow up with the kill? The answer is going to be yes. He just tries to turn around, get rid of Crown, but it's not going to be happening. That's going to be another one. 4-0 on the board. Now an Infernal Drake. Samsung Galaxy getting the ball rolling so early into this game.
I don't have the superlatives to tell you guys how big of a role reversal this is. 3 losing lanes, has got 4 kills and the first Infernal Drake of the game. Everyone but Score at Worlds last year. And they need to make things happen right now.
Oh, they're definitely trying to do just that here as they jump in on a QA. He's going to flash away. Can he make it out with his life? No, the chase will come through. Smeb does find the kill, but the first break is still going to be going over to Samsung in the meantime, down to that bottom side of the map, in the vicinity. Samsung, where do they want to go from here is going to be the question. Waves pushing up into the mid lane, now TP coming in from behind as Smeb looks to join in the fight. It's going to be answered by Cube. He's coming in a bit late, but Deft has already popped Crown. That opening kill, the heal from the Talia is just not going to be enough to keep her alive.
The Janna team pushing in for deep wards, but with where the power is at, that's what happens here.
Really just looking to fight around the vision here in this top side of the jungle. Crown goes low. Calling's going to get popped. He has to back up. Flashes over into the Baron pit and still will go down. Pawn finds the kill, and now Ruler in a spot of bother tries to get away. Gets jumped on, still takes quite a bit of damage. The Storm comes out.
And the Baron aggro was the thing that did it there. Didn't 100% confirm it, but was able to get the last bit of damage, take him over as Pawn isn't smiling, but he looks nonplussed about it.
Looking for an opening, but KT smarter than that, know where Ambition's at. So Deft is pretty far forward. That's going to be the charge in from Ambition. Not going to find the lockdown. Smeb is going to come in, has that slicing Maelstrom locked in, and he is just stunning up absolutely everybody. Crown and Ruler both go low. They jump back over to the side. Ruler goes back in, finds another kill here for himself. Weaves all thrown down, will cut off Score. He's going to get chomped on by Cube. 2 pickoffs, the smite gone. Samsung are going for Baron.
Yeah, Janna was out of position, but still was able to be the difference. Could flash and use the Monsoon. Always goes the same way, and the Baron is trivial for Samsung. Everything else, Smeb once again around the back. But now Crown gonna stop one potential avenue for Smeb.
Oh, the damage coming through. Def gonna get popped up. He goes low down to about half HP.
Look at Ambition, still gatekeeping.
Yeah, and that just opens up so much room here. So final inhib turret going to fall. Inhibitor likely to follow as Smeb starts sneaking his way around from behind. Cube pushing forward up into the front lines. He's getting chunked out, gets the shields coming down, but won't be able to receive the redemption heal to keep himself in the fight for too much longer. But Ambition is still just locking Smeb out of the fight. Absolutely perfect by him on the Sejuani. Third in him, ready to fall. Super Creeps pushing in from the top and mid side. Samsung, can they just finish it right here?
Looks like it, Achilles. 3 inhibitors down. No way for Smeb to enter the fight. He's still going to be stopped, and we're watching the fight on the other side. 4v4.
Pushes him away. Ruler jumping away from the grand entrance. Goes in, finds one, almost finds the other, and that is just going to be the ace as Smeb is locked away. Maybe they don't even bother killing him. A mercy showing just to leave him on the rift as the Nexus crumbles, and Samsung Galaxy stomp KT Rolster 33 minutes and now are 2-0 in this best of 5 series. One more win and they are going to Worlds.
We don't have MVP votes in the Worlds playoff, but Ambition with full health, full mana was the MVP of the second half of this game. Zach, the answer yes, another great ball carrier coming through for Crown, and okay, we just take stock.
Go ahead and start chunking out the Orianna. Let's see how he wants to try to play this one out. It's going to get slowed up, takes so much damage with the flash in. Glacial Prison comes down, and that is going to be first blood going over to KT Rolster.
Yeah, really nice one. They didn't have first roam either. It's Mata.
Yeah, flash away there. That would be mildly fun. He's going to go in pretty deep here. Glacial Prison coming down.
Okay.
Is going to absolutely annihilate poor JJ. Let's bounce comes through, dragging him in towards the turret. He's going to get popped. Cell Division coming down, and Ruler still firing away from the back line, looking for a pick, but Ambition will get taken out in the end.
Smeb turning on Crown.
Underscore Crown, yeah, as you say, jumped on in the back line. Smeb trying to finish him off, and Cube now playing up into the front is just running straight into the threaded volleys here from Pawn. Locks him down, wants Ruler to join in and try to pick up these kills. There's not the feathers, but won't be able to get them. So go ahead. Coming down, the Feather Storm will go ahead and help him avoid that damage. That Flag and Drag not going to find him, but he's locked into the Cataclysm. He's going to get jumped on, headbutt pulverized, comes down, and he gets annihilated. Now Cube shoved back with a seismic shove, will get picked off. 2 kills going through, both of them over to Smeb. All for the Infernal Drake, but KT Rolster, I think they're pretty set.
Perfect spot. You saw Ruler accepting.
Oh, Shockwave comes in, and oh my god, Def just gets absolutely annihilated. Ambition sees that as the go button. He jumps in, but
rotate the Orianna top side.
Look at the slow up here on the ground. He's going to get booped back on the other side of the wall. No Shockwave available still for a little while here. They're trying to finish off Pawn, but here comes Mana charging in. It's the headbutt pulverizes. Pawn has gone down. Did they have the damage to finish off Crown? He gets the command protected onto himself, but he's still going to get popped to score. Finds the kill, and now Ambition just in no man's land, all on his own. Some flashes over. The turret shot comes through, and Smeb follows up with the auto attack to take him down. So a bit of an overstay there from Crown and Ambition. Bit of a hot commodities. They try to get in on top of Smeb. Here comes Ambition flying in from off the screen. To be able to lock him down. Yeah, he is just not in a good spot. The Flag and Drag gets shorted, can't make it over the wall. He'll get picked off. And now Samsung might be looking for the Baron. They will start this one up, and Pawn is down in the bottom lane.
They're definitely going to start it to draw Pawn. Pawn will take a time to get their Baron's down to 5,000. Nature's Grasp used. I think they might try to finish this, but we see Ambition and score around.
Oh, QV flashing in. Twisted Advance locks him down, and the Baron will go over to Samsung, and just like that, Lamas, he just gets booped all the way back up the lane. Massive shield comes through, gets a nice arcane smash. It's just really buying time. And yeah, this is just Maokai thinks, oh my god.
They want to give it to Caitlyn, but they're stopping damage, which means he lives for basically forever.
No vision too deep into the enemy territory. Ambition going to get locked up, headbutt pulverized coming through, and he takes a ton of damage from Deft, so might just be the Zac going down. Gets the let's bounce over to the side, trying to keep himself alive, but doesn't have the flash
Meanwhile,
up yet. It's that slam together. In the meantime, as you say, Ruler has fallen. Smeb just picking up the kill, and they'll go ahead and finish off Ambition from Smeb. Ambition to ground, kind of cut off here. Glacial Prison comes down into the Flag and Drag, and the Orianna just gets absolutely popped. Now the rest of Samsung have to head for the hills, but the Cataclysm has them locked in. Kidnap from the Let's Bounce, draws them to the side, but it's mostly used for Ambition. They're trying to make it out of the fight, but over the wall comes multiple members of KT trying to take this fight, trying to knock down the tankier members of Samsung. Taking quite a bit of damage. Ace in the hole comes out. QA has the body block, but now Score going forward. Gets the Glacial Prison down in underground, who flashes away to keep himself alive into the back of the fight. Still has the Shockwave. Is looking for the opportunity. Throws out the ball. Still hasn't found a moment for it. Smeb will get his GA popped. Samsung are trying to turn this one around. Crown finally throws it down. Finds Pawn. They get the Blade Caller in on the score, and he has to retreat. JJ, but now Ambition going to be arriving. They try to get this one taken care of. Gets the pop up, and that's going to be the Baron going over to Samsung yet again. There's still multiple members inside their base trying to get out of here with their lives, at least not Ambition. He's going to pop the Let's Bounce, go over the wall to try to get himself some distance, just to cast that recall animation. But to no avail. Cell Division will get popped. He will go down as Pawn takes the kill.
Creative stuff with how strong KT is right now. This game should not go 55 minutes.
Yeah. We also really need to get those inhibitors back up. I think all 3 waves crashing in.
The inhibitor again, but you notice that they choose to fight this to Samsung.
Yeah, they're going to be going in here. Ambition trying to get into the back line. Core JJ goes through, has the quickness, just trying to taunt up everybody that he can. As Def goes down to about half HP, but he's going to be healing off these auto attacks in onto Ambition in the meantime. Now Smeb Flag and Drag goes through, finds the lockdown onto Crown, tries to get the pop onto the Orianna as the Cataclysm comes in. He's got the flash, but just holds on to it. Instead, we'll just go ahead and pop the GA up the J4.
It's Ruler!
Now Cube going in. First kill comes through as Ruler. Gets rid of Mana, the TP, keeping the Zac alive, but that headshot crit will take him down, but it's 2 members dead. As you say, Smeb will fall, and Samsung.
Yeah, but it's going to be free Baron for KT.
They will go ahead and take that one away. So buys them that much pushing pressure. But Samsung, you can tell they are finding an opening in onto Ruler.
They've taken away 2, so it's only 3 in mid lane. They're actually outnumbered.
Crown and Ambition have kited up. They're going to go ahead and try to get rid of Pawn.
Interrupted Tillia's Weaver's Wall.
Yeah, it seems like they'll go ahead. They'll kill him off. But now they need to fire back. They need something.
Need a way to get an inhibitor of their own. And KT drawing them to the Elder Dragon stops their inner turrets going up. There's still immense amount of damage on KT. Will eventually fall.
Yeah, not even an attempt to steal there. Samsung just
single kill. Unable to do it so far. Weaver's Wall used. Ruler's exposed.
Yeah, he has to go up with a Feather Storm, trying to keep himself alive. Still goes low. Gets the regen coming through, and Smab will not get the knockup. Now Nature's Grasp rolling through, but Ruler and Crown need to be delivering the damage to try to turn this fight around. The Shockwave still has not been used. Cube still in the fight, somehow has not died, despite just sitting in front for so very long. Cataclysm into the ace in the hole. The Shockwave gets thrown down. They find a kill in onto Smab. The first one to fall, and the rest of Samsung still making
Samsung Galaxy. But they're coming from
Here we
multiple
go.
angles.
Mitchell Fisher not going to find the lockdown.
Just the time.
Crown has the Banshee's Veil. It's going to be an all-out brawl. Smeb goes in rather deep, but he is just going to get popped. Core JJ finds the fight. Double delivery coming through, and that might just be it. Ruler finds the kill. Mata's going to go down. 3 members dead. Samsung pushing in. Now looking for Pawn. Not going to get the knock-up, but he is still all on his lonesome in the mid lane. Score tries to poke in from the sidelines, but they have him. Ruler finds the kill. 13-13. Samsung are going to knock down the turret here.
It's available here. KT is too long.
I
think
can't
Samsung's
believe
gonna do it.
They've actually done it. They're going to knock down the turrets. Samsung Galaxy will beat KT Rolster. A 3-0 victory. Score does his damnedest to stop it, but there's just no avail. He will fail. The Nexus will crumble, and Samsung Galaxy are going to Worlds alongside SK Telecom and Longshoot Gaming.